Hi everyone, I'm Christy Skoglin, the CEO of the Florida Center for Early Childhood. Today I'm here with Steve Montanaro at Sunset Cadillac, one of 18 locally owned and operated Sunset Auto Group dealerships.
Hi everybody.
Sunset Auto Group has been a longtime supporter of the Florida Center. This year they're helping as the official transportation sponsor of our 33rd annual Winter Benefit and Evening to Inspire on December 4th.
That's right, Christy. We are always happy to help families and children in need.
Usually we have a fancy gala, but this year we've gone virtual. We will be delivering food and wine to ticket purchasers who will enjoy an interactive wine tasting hosted by Michael and Terry Klauber, along with entertainment, chance drawings, and exciting auctions, all from the comfort of their own home.
Well, Christy, we're going to need some stylish and spacious transportation. And this 21 Escalade that just got on the lot, it fits the bill. Let's go for a ride.
Let's do it.
And you could be riding in style too. Come by and check out this beauty.
Get your tickets today. All proceeds benefit local children and families.
Imagine a community where every child is loved, nurtured, and encouraged to reach their full potential. With therapeutic services, early education, and other programs that ensure healthy development, the Florida Center for Early Childhood is strengthening our community, one family at a time. Please show that you care by supporting the Florida Center, because every child deserves a chance to reach their full potential.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Florida Center's virtual Winter Gala. My name is Jonathan Cortez. They call me the Jack of all trades, and I am honored to be here for your entertainment this evening. Our theme tonight is An Evening to Inspire. So we look forward to doing that with you tonight. What do you say we kick it off with a song?
Seeing her eyes in the morning sun, I feel you touch me in the pouring. And the moment that you wanna fall from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. And you come to me on a summer breeze, give me warm in your love and your softly need. It's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love, how deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down. When the ocean let us be, we belong to you and me. I believe in you. You know the dawn to my favorite soul. You're the light in my deepest darkest hour. You're my savior when I fall. And you may not think that I care for you, and you know deep inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love, how deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down. When the ocean let us be, we belong to you and me. Ba-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La 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 la. And you come to me on a summer breeze, give me warm in your love and your softly need. It's me you need to show. How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down. When the ocean let us be,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, look forward to a lot more in just a little bit. We'll see you in a moment.
Imagine a community where every child is loved, nurtured, and encouraged to reach their full potential. With therapeutic services, early education, and other programs that ensure healthy development, the Florida Center for Early Childhood is strengthening our community, one family at a time. Please show that you care by supporting the Florida Center, because every child deserves a chance to reach their full potential.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Florida Center's virtual Winter Gala. So happy to be here with you all tonight. Our evening's theme is An Evening to Inspire. Here's some Simply Red for you.
All in my years, thinking of the fear I find so long. When somebody hears, listen to the fear that's gone. Strike about the wishes I feel. Often from the arms of better, get to me the sooner or later. Holding back the years, shouting me to stay from all I've known. Holding back the tears, but nothing here is wrong. I'll keep holding on. I'll keep holding on. So tight. Now I'm wasting all night behind, wasting all behind. Nothing has a chance of being good. Nothing ever could. I'll keep holding on. I'll keep holding on. I'll keep holding on. I'll keep holding on. Holding, 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 I said, ooh, that's all I have to say. It's all I have to say. Ooh, yeah.
Imagine a community where every child is loved, nurtured, and encouraged to reach their full potential. With therapeutic services, early education, and other programs that ensure healthy development, the Florida Center for Early Childhood is strengthening our community, one family at a time. Please show that you care by supporting the Florida Center, because every child deserves a chance to reach their full potential.
If you're just joining us, we want to welcome you to the Florida Center's Virtual Winter Gala. Our theme tonight is An Evening to Inspire. My name is Jonathan Cortez. I'm the jack of all trades. Happy to be singing some songs for you. Let's do one here by Bill Withers.
I seen the crystal raindrops fall and the beauty of it dawns when the sun comes shining through to make those raindrops in my mind. When I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Feeling castles in the sky, just the two of us. You and I. We look for love, no time for tears. Wasted bonus on that ease. Said it don't make no flowers grow. Good thing might come to those who wait. Now for those who wait too late, we gotta go for and no. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Feeling castles we on high. Just the two of us. You and I. I hear the crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall, and it comes the morning dew. Darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make this way of life. Just the two of us. You and I.
Just the two of us. Just the two of us.
Let's get it together, baby. Just the two of us. So if we can make it, just the two of us. Woo, just the two of us. So if we can make it, just the two of us. Yeah, yeah, just the two of us. So if we can make it, just the two of us. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, Bill Withers, you gotta love it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all my time for right now. This part of the program, we're gonna put it on pause with the music, but not to worry, because we've got plenty more entertainment coming up during the fundraising program. And then for the sponsors and ticket holders out there, I will see you at the post party using the same link that you use for the wine tasting this evening. Until then, though, I'm gonna turn it over to my good friend Jason Alpert. Jason, the stage is all yours.
Imagine a community where every child is loved, nurtured, and encouraged to reach their full potential. With therapeutic services, early education, and other programs that ensure healthy development, the Florida Center for Early Childhood is strengthening our community, one family at a time. Please show that you care by supporting the Florida Center, because every child deserves a chance to reach their full potential.
here for the Florida Center for Early Childhood. So we welcome you, and we hope you found the most comfortable seat in your house. If you haven't already poured your glass of wine, if you haven't mixed your cocktail yet, now is the time to do so. I know so many of you were as part of our wine tasting that we had with Michael Klauber earlier on. We hope that you all enjoyed that. I'm sure the wines are great. I know many of them were delivered to you just earlier today by the staff here at the Florida Center. So we're getting ready to begin our program, and it's going to begin momentarily. So we want to make sure that everyone is registered for our program. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, we want to make sure that you get registered for the program as well. In order to have that full immersive experience, you must go to this web address, TFC, the Florida Center, which is tfcwinterbenefit.org. I'll say that one more time, tfcwinterbenefit.org. So please check that out. Go to that web address, get registered for the program. And once you're registered for the program, you're not only gonna have a chance to bid on our auction items, a chance to donate in our Bid from the Heart part of the program, which is really spectacular. Wait till you meet our Bid from the Heart subject this evening. He is such a cute kid. And I will also tell you, you're gonna get a chance to buy your way into our Key West drawing. We are only selling 100 opportunities for a 1-week Key West getaway. So every time you buy your way in, there's a 1% chance. You buy 5 opportunities, you have a 5% chance. It's that easy. But all of this bidding, all this donating, all of this immersive experience that I talked about is done by going to that web address, tfcwinterbenefit.org. So go there, get registered for our program. You're going to hear me talking about HandBid a lot throughout the evening tonight. HandBid is the mobile bidding platform we're using, and we're going to make sure that you have an opportunity to go through HandBid to bid, to donate, and to make sure that you are part of our program. The last thing I'll remind you before we turn it over to our keynote speakers and lead into our main program is that the more that you chat with us, the more that you engage with us, the better chance you have to win some giveaways, right? So in YouTube or in Facebook, take some time, drop us a little note, let us know you're watching, let us know where you're watching from, let us know how much you love the Florida Center, and let us know how much you are ready for a great evening in store. And then we're gonna pick a couple of people at random who are part of our chat feature in order to give away some prizes later on in the program. So, got all that housekeeping out of the way. I hope you got all that information. You are ready to go, because it is time for me to turn the program over to our keynote speaker. Our keynote speaker who will lead us into our main program. Understand that if you don't have a lot of energy in and around you right now, get ready, because the energy level is about to get turned way up. Please welcome Hall of Fame keynote speaker, Linda Larson.
Thanks, Jason. I sure do love this virtual travel. I mean, isn't it fantastic how right now we can all attend the 33rd Annual Winter Benefit to support the Florida Center for Early Childhood, and not only do we not have to go anywhere, we don't even have to dress from the waist down. I love it. Before I begin, I want to extend a huge thank you to you for being here, for helping to make certain that the Florida Center can continue to be the important resource that it has been for over 40 years for so many children and families in our area. My connection with the center goes way back to the days when it was the Child Development Center under the guidance of Dr. Norman Goldstein, who was my pediatrician. As a young single mom, Dr. Goldstein was my hero and my North Star, and the one who really inspired me to be the best mom that I could be. Oh, I don't have to tell you, parenting is not easy in the best of times. And oh my goodness, I can't even imagine the stress that so many families have been experiencing since last February, when it became clear that we were being hit with a worldwide pandemic. Everything changed. And no one has been spared the anxiety, uncertainty, and fear that seems to engulf our every moment. As a motivational keynote speaker at annual conferences around the globe, I'm often asked to share ideas to help people overcome life's challenges and uncertainties in order to achieve their goals and dreams. And, well, that's pretty much the theme of tonight. So in the short time that I have with you, I want to leave you with this one idea that I know will help you navigate these rocky waters. Here it is. Whenever, wherever, And however you can, find something funny every day. Oh, it doesn't exist, you say? Not now, you say? Well, consider this. On March 6th of this year, I had just finished speaking in person in Indianapolis, and the very next day, everything in my business started to crumble. Every single job I had on my calendar for 2020 canceled within just a few short weeks. My business, speaking in front of live audiences, went poof. Talk about a deer in the headlights. I had absolutely no idea how to do a virtual event like this. Oh, heck, I couldn't log on to Zoom properly. So I did what any intelligent, mature adult would do when they feel overwhelmed. I started eating everything that wasn't nailed down. It's true. Burgers and fries, cakes and pies, woo. Oh, and my go-to favorite comfort food? Ice cream. Yeah. When I got home from the grocery store that day, I was so proud of my purchase that I built this ice cream pyramid. I know it looks a little excessive, but in my defense, it was buy one, get one free. I think I would have been irresponsible not to take advantage of that deal. Oh, and in case you think I'm exaggerating, take a look at this. Yeah, that's me in bed with a few of my favorite things, including my dog Zoe. The point is that there are funny things happening around us all the time. Oh, and here's a little secret. When you see something funny, take a picture of it so that you can continue to laugh at it for a long time to come, like I did, especially when I noticed that I had bought 25 cartons of ice cream. The bottom line is that laughter is one of the healthiest things you can do for yourself and your family, especially in this stressful time. So I encourage you to find the funny and take pictures. I want to thank you again for being here tonight, for supporting the Florida Center for Early Childhood and the important services they provide to so many of our most vulnerable population. It's your love and generosity that enables them to continue their mission to help children and families achieve more than they ever thought possible. They couldn't do it without you. I'm Linda Larson. Thank you again for spending some time with us tonight. Ooh, I've got a transporter to catch. Back to you, Jason.
Linda, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for me to formally welcome you to the 2020, the Florida Center for Early Childhood Winter Benefit. Mary, this is where you cheer too, right? All right, folks, I will tell you, my name is Jason Alford, and I will be your MC and host and auctioneer for this program. Our studio audience is loud and proud. They're small but mighty. We've got 3 people here with us in the so-called studio, and I will tell you there's a 4th. I got you. He's sitting right outside that door. There's 4 of us, plus me, that makes 5. We're going to take you through about the next hour and have a lot of fun and make sure that you understand the amazing work the Florida Center is doing here in this community, not only in the Sarasota area, but statewide. And we will certainly share with you some of those stories as we move along. I will tell you that if you're watching on our Facebook page or if you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you're registered for our event. To register, you go to TFC, that's the Florida Center, tfcwinterbenefit.org, right? The web address is right there up on the screen. Actually, it's on this side over here. I gotta remember to do it that way, right? That's the web address that you're gonna go to register for our program. It will give you that full immersive experience. And also, you're going to be registered to win some prizes, but you have to be registered in order to win some of these prizes. So please, go register. Throughout the program, you can give any time. We're going to have specific times that we ask you to give. But if you feel the need to give at any time, understand that through that hand bid app, that's the app that we're using to take all of our bids throughout the program, you can give. There's a button that says donate. There's another screen that says donation. And on that donation screen, it lists all the different levels that you can donate at. So please consider giving at any time, but we will certainly make sure that you understand the specific times that we have in the program that we'll be asking for some of those donations. We do have our first so-called door prize to give away. Understand Nobody walked through a door to get to the program, except for maybe your front door or your office door, or maybe those of you sitting by your pool deck had to walk through the screen door to watch tonight's program. But what we did is we gave an incentive to be one of the first 50 people to register for the program. And when we picked of those 50 people who were the first to register, we picked one to win a prize. It's that easy. It's a 2-night stay at the Homewood Suites in Lakewood Ranch with dinner at Carrabba's, and the winner of that is Michael Vaughn. So how about we give a round of applause for Michael? I love the bell. All Michael did was register and he won a prize. So congratulations to Michael. I will also tell you, to win some of our other prizes, we're going to encourage you to chat in our YouTube and Facebook chat boxes. In order to win these prizes, more hotel stays, more dinners, you got to chat. Let us know you're out there. Let us know you're having a good time. And as much as possible, let us know how much you are looking forward to tonight's program and supporting the Florida Center. We also have the opportunity to buy into our Key West Getaway opportunity drawing. The Key West Getaway is 1 week in Key West. And if you want to win a stay in this beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bath home, all you have to do is spend $100. How do you do that? Once again, it's through that HandBid app. If you are registered, we talked earlier about how to get registered, you just go onto that part of the site and you buy your opportunity. It says chance drawing. You go to chance drawing, and for $100 you are entered in. We're not selling any more than 100 opportunities for that. So please buy your way in, support the Florida Center, and get your chance to go to Key West for a week. Now, one of the programs that the Florida Center put together as they were preparing for this winter benefit is called Achieve 100, and it goes hand in hand with this program. Because what they wanted people to do leading up to this benefit program and also throughout the end of the year is to achieve 100. 100 anything. You choose 100 of something. You figure out how to use that 100 of something to raise money for the Florida Center. And then we were going to award some prizes and some thank yous. So you want to learn a little bit more about this program? Take a look at this.
For over 40 years, the Florida Center for Early Childhood has been one of the premier providers of early childhood services in Southwest Florida.
I've seen the value that the Florida Center for Early Childhood provides for the community and the families.
Once you get bit by the early childhood bug, you know, it stays with you.
Their organization helps over 3,000 children and families every year.
With the pandemic that we are in, we had to cancel our gala.
With this usually being their biggest fundraising event of the year, they had to get creative.
The Achieve 100 challenge was something we tried to create so that we could raise funding that we would normally raise at our gala.
The goal is to do 100 of something in 100 days or less.
So you can walk 100 miles, do 100 acts of random kindness. We have a man who's eating different types of ingredients in his tacos.
They want to raise $100,000 by the end of the year. 91% of those funds will go directly to supporting their programs.
We have 8 different programs. We help children with developmental delays and special needs, but we also help parents, families. We have a full-time social emotional counselor to help parents just with parenting because it's hard.
This is one of the worthiest causes I've ever witnessed and I've ever been part of.
You can sign up yourself or donate to Achievers in support of their goals.
It's a magnificent, it's a fantastic organization. It's a place where if you believe in miracles, it's a place where miracles happen. And I just want people to know more about it.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We love to see that Achieve 100. We do have some honorables to give out as part of that program. We did have one group that we named as the most creative of the Achieve 100. What did they do? How about this? The Fetal Alcohol Spectrum Disorder Support Group contacted 100 different organizations to make sure that they knew about FASD. And what did they do in addition to contacting those 100 groups? They also had lights on a bridge turned all red in honor of FASD awareness. So they certainly were one of the most creative groups to be part of our Achieve 100. The most successful group, how about a group that raised almost $2,500 with their Achieve 100? Who's that? How about Eddie and Anna? You saw Eddie in the video that we just showed you. Both of them got together. They ran 100 miles and helping to raise them almost $2,500. By raise them, I of course mean raise $2,500 for the Florida Center. Mary, you ready to do it? Let's go. $2,500 for Eddie and Anna. Thank you for what you all did with Achieve 100. Listen, you can still get involved with Achieve 100. Come up with something. Achieve 100 of anything that you so desire, and then put a twist on it and find people who will donate to your cause, to your mission for coming up with those 100 things. And then that donation goes back to the Florida Center. We're going to highlight the total money raised as part of that program coming up later in the show. Now, many of you throughout the day today received knocks at your door. And who was at the door? Much of the staff of the Florida Center. They were delivering wine and charcuterie trays for our sponsors and for some of our ticket purchasers, because we want this to be that full immersive experience. This is this year's Winter Gala. So as we know, many of you are sitting there, you're enjoying the food, you're enjoying the drink. It wasn't just anyone going out to make these deliveries. We mentioned the staff. It was also our CEO, Chrissy Scoglin, who went out and said, listen, I'm part of this team. I can make deliveries too. Take a look.
Wow, that was a lot of hard work making all of those deliveries to ticket purchasers, but I think we got it all done. This 2021 Cadillac SUV is by far the roomiest, most luxurious SUV I have ever ridden in. I don't want to give it back.
That's right, Christy. The Cadillac Escalade has so much cargo space, it made it a breeze. And we got all those deliveries done on time, thanks to your driving. And just think all the good we did for the children and families, thanks to the tickets purchased for tonight's broadcast.
Yes, Steve, our supporters are real heroes. To everyone who purchased a sponsorship, tickets, or participated in our Achieve 100 challenge, thank you. There's still time to make an impact. Our goal is to raise $100,000 by the end of the year so we can continue to serve. Wow, I made it back just in time for the show. While I go in and get situated and gather my family, you can check out the special messages for our sponsors.
This very special message is for the sponsors of tonight's benefit.
Mustn't pray what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a honey balloon and go to space. Yeah, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm alone if you feel like happiness is true. Because I'm alone if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm alone if you feel that's what you want to do. Because my news, darling, listen now. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why, because I'm alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm alone if you feel like happiness is true. Because I'm alone if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm alone if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Hey, come on. Put me down, candy nut. Put me down, I love it too high. Put me down, candy nut. Put me down and let me tell you now. Put me down, candy nut. Put me down, I love it too high. Put me down, candy nut. Put me down, because I'm alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm alone if you feel like happiness is true. Because I'm alone if you know what happiness is to you. I'm alone if you feel that's what you want to do. Because I'm alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm alone if you feel like happiness is true. Because I'm alone if you know what happiness is to you. I'm alone if you feel like that's what you want to do.
All right, Jonathan Cortez doing a great job entertaining us all here and helping to thank our sponsors. Many of you heard Jonathan during our pre-show. Many of you also will stick around for the post-show featuring Jonathan Cortez, the jack of all trades. He'll be with us then as well. I want to make sure that you realize that our silent auction is still going on. We're going to close the silent auction coming up in a little while. We'll talk you through all that later in the program. I just want to remind you not to lose sight of that. Remember, all bidding is done right here through, whether it's your phone, your tablet, your iPad, your smart TV, however you're ingesting this program, that's where you can bid from through that hand bid device. So please make sure you get registered, bid on those items, and we will close that silent auction coming up in just a little while. But this is a great opportunity for me to give another little thank you, not only to the sponsors that we thanked just a moment ago through that great song by Jonathan, but it's also our board of directors, the group who really leads this organization, their times, their talents, their treasures, and they are led by this year's chair. Please welcome our board of directors along with Jeff Wooden.
Thanks, Jason. My name is Jeff Wooden, and I've had the honor of being chairman of the board of directors for the Florida Center. My fellow board members and I are so glad to have you join us tonight in support of the great work this agency does for children and families. While we can't gather in person, please know how much we appreciate your participation, because your support tonight helps children with delays or disabilities to dream, believe, and achieve. From all of us, thank you. And now, Jason, I'll send it back over to you.
All right, Jeff, thanks so much. And thanks for all you and the board do for everyone here at the Florida Center, specifically the children. I promise we're going to get to those kids in just a few moments. Now, Christy, we saw her earlier, the CEO. She was out making deliveries for the charcuterie and the wine that many of you are enjoying right now. She was getting transported all around town from our transportation sponsor. She made it back home, and then she said, if you remember earlier in the program, she said, I just need a few minutes to gather the family, to get us to sit down so that we can really enjoy this program. So we're going to check in one more time. Not only Chris and her husband, their 2 children, but also they got a few furry friends to join in as well.
We are so grateful to our sponsors, our auction donors, and everyone watching tonight. Before we go on with the show, I'd like to tell you a little bit about our organization and formally introduce myself. My name is Christy Skoglund, and while I've been with the Florida Center for more than 20 years, I just recently became the new CEO. I'm here tonight with my husband Wally, my son Jackson, my daughter Riley, and our 2 furry family members, Chip and Sassy. While I have professional experience in early childhood development, as a mother, I know firsthand how difficult it can be to navigate those first crucial years. That is why I am so passionate about the work that we do at the Florida Center. Our highly trained therapists, teachers, and family support workers work to ensure that children and families get the guidance and support that they need. When you see a nonverbal little girl speak to her mother for the first time, or a little boy on the autism spectrum run to give his parents a hug, you understand that we are literally changing lives by the work that we do. The support of people like you makes this all possible, and we can't thank you enough. Just go. We have all faced unbelievable challenges this year due to the global pandemic. In spite of this, I feel encouraged by the creativity our staff have shown to meet the needs of the children and families who need us. I am also inspired by the commitment of our supporters, many of whom are watching virtually right now. Your participation tonight means that we can serve even more children and families, since all proceeds will benefit the Florida Center's programs. Please bid, donate, and don't forget to get your chance to win a getaway to Key West. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Enjoy the show. Back to you, Jason.
All right, Chrissy, thank you so much, and thank you for your family for sitting in on tonight's program as well. And it's about to continue to be a lot of fun as we raise great money for the Florida Center for Early Childhood. Now, Chrissy talked about the importance of fundraising, and she talked about some of my favorite words, which are bid high and bid often. We're about to go into that fundraising part of the program right now, and that is the closing of the silent auction. Many of you have been bidding in the silent auction all week. In fact, we don't have any items left with no bids. So we're going to put the 3-minute counter on this auction, right? The silent auction will close in 3 minutes from right now. Please understand that it's not an exact 3 minutes because of technology, the wonders of technology. Some of you are hearing my voice at different times than others. It's a few seconds off one way or another. But what we're going to do is we're going to let our friends at HandBid, the mobile bidding platform that all of you are bidding on through your devices, they are going to close the silent auction. When this silent auction is closed, we will let you know. You will see it on your phone that it is closed and you can't bid anymore. But again, we don't close it here in the studio. You're going to see it on your phone that it is going to close. During this time, though, it gives me a little bit of an opportunity to give away a few more prizes, talk a little bit more about our opportunity drawing. So let's start with that opportunity drawing. It is our trip to Key West. 1 week in Key West. If you want a chance to get that 1 week trip to Key West, this is your last opportunity to do so. I will tell you that we were only selling about 100 tickets, 100 opportunities. We've sold many less than that right now. So if you want an opportunity in on this trip, right now we've sold less than 50. So you'll have a 1 in 1% chance or 2% chance for every $100 that you spend to buy your way in there. Remember, all you need to do is go on the device. There's a place that says chance drawing, and for $100 you get entered, and we will pick that winner at the end of the program. We also want to announce our second door prize. This door prize had to be someone who's registered for the event, watching the event, and engaging with us during the chat, right? So we were watching. I've got a little screen here that shows me who's chatting. We randomly selected a winner. Our winner is Travis Holsby, right? Let's cheer for Travis. Woo-hoo! All right. And so, Travis, what do you get for engaging with us, for chatting with us? How about this? I see Charmaine that just gave us a little message up there. So we're watching the messages come through. But I will tell you that, Travis, we're going to give you a 2-night stay at the Homewood Suites in Lakewood Ranch, along with a gift card to go to Miller's Ale House. So you'll enjoy that out as well. Now, again, we're just waiting for this silent auction to close. We're waiting for that notice that it is going to close. I will tell you that we've got some great items in the silent auction. The great items start with one of our opportunities to take a chance to see the great apes. This is a package that can't be bought anywhere else. It is a private tour for 4 people to go to see the orangutans, the chimpanzees, the gorillas, and also the Lowry Park Zoo and the big cat habitat. So you want to make sure that you bid on that item. We're just a few moments left in the silent auction. So if you didn't know about that package and you want to bid, please go in and bid right now. We've also got our package for the Pipka nativity scene. And I've actually got some samples of these nativity bits right here. If you're looking for Christmas presents, there's a nativity scene. I'll hold up a couple of pieces right here just so you can see the size and the quality. I can promise you they're heavy as I hold them up right here. But you got the Mary right there. You got the camel right here. This is a beautiful package. If you want that, it's got some other goodies in it as well that you'll be able to make a great Christmas package out of as well. And lastly, how about a Tampa Bay sports package? Highlighted by the Tampa Bay Lightning's own Alex Killorn. He autographed a puck. It's in this package. It also has some Rays memorabilia in there, some T-shirts, some mugs, some certificates. Lots of great stuff in that package as well. So again, we're just waiting to see who's going to end up with some of these items as well throughout our silent auction. So we're going to keep peeking here along the way and seeing when these items are closed, and then we'll make sure that you have an opportunity to follow us throughout the rest of the program. So we will see. And I will tell you, my good friend Seth is working with HandBid right now, and we're watching him on one of these screens up here. So we're going to wait for him to give us the official, the silent auction is now closed sign. So we know that it is closed, but we're watching to see, because that lighting package is an awesome one. I will also tell you that there it is, right? I got the thumbs up, which means the silent auction is now closed. So many of you, again, because of that latency, that fact that the words out of my mouth are reaching people at different times, don't rely on your stopwatch. I don't even know the exact time it's going to close. It's about the time that I tell you. You got to work within that, okay? So the silent auction is now closed, and now we're going to move on to the live auction. Okay, we're going to go right to this slide right here. So here's what I got, folks. In our live auction, I want you to understand first, before we start talking about the item that we've got up there, I want to share with everyone some of the logistics of the live auction. There's only one live auction item. And a lot of people are confused. How are we going to do a live auction in this format, right? The live auction in this format, there's no bidder paddles. You don't raise your hand, but here's what we're going to have you do. It's all done where? Through the same bidding device that you've been bidding on that silent auction. You've been bidding and buying the Key West opportunity drawings. Across the top, there's a button that says live auction. You swipe your way to where it says live auction. And we've got one live auction item. And why do we have a live auction item? Because it has become the most sought after auction item at this event year after year. We've been having this event for 33 years. How about we put 33 bottles of wine in this wall of wine package? The wall of wine package features not only 33 bottles, 30 of them are rated 90 points and above, but I want to show this one off for you as well, right? because it is the 3-liter bottle of wine, right? And I promise you it's full. The Belle Blanc Pinot Noir, folks, this was donated. I'm going to put it back down, but I think you get the point of what I'm working with right here, right? This was donated by Alexander Zimmerman, and she coordinated this with Copper Cane Winery, right? Copper Cane Winery and Provisions. And what they did is they said, listen, we want to make this a really special package. So not only did we acquire all these bottles of wine to donate to this auction lot, but we also included this 3-liter bottle in there as well. So we've got it all in there. 33 total bottles in honor of the 33 years. And you see, as we show you this video now, you will understand all of the bottles that are in this, all of the fine bottles of wine. We talked about the fact that almost all of them are rated 90 points or above. Many of them are 97, 98 on the Parker scale of wine ratings. So that is our wine lot right there. We opened up the bid on this at $500, and that's where Catherine Ross Nash got in. We then had Jamie Marco, who's doing a great job running our audio visual here this evening. She got in at a bid of $600. Catherine Ross Nash came in at $650. Lisa Kleinberg came in at $700. Melissa Dunlap at $800. Catherine Ross Nash says, I'm not going to be outdone. I'm now in at $850. And Madeline Shaw is now my top bidder at $900. So the current bid on this package is $900. We're doing it $50 at a time. So I need someone to go $950 for the next bid in this package. Again, we're waiting to see here in the studio. I'm watching you at home bidding to see who's going to bid. I will tell you, I know that Catherine Ross Nash has been bidding over and over and over. We got some more bidding coming in right now. Madeline was our top bidder at $900. Lisa Kleinberg came back at $950. Madeline came back at $1,100. She says, I don't care about your $50 increments. I got your $150. And then we got a new bidder here. Melissa Dunlap is in at $1,150, right? Give that bell up. Hey. So now we have a top bid of $1,150. We need a minimum bid of $1,200 to keep this one going. So at $1,200, I'm going to keep looking here. We got a $1,200 bid from Lisa Kleinberg. So Lisa and Melissa are going back and forth. Catherine, you were in early. You were trying to get that bid up. I know you wanted it as well. But we now have a $1,200 bid. I need somebody to go $1,250. Who's in at $1,250? Who's going to go one time? I didn't want to in. Who's going to go? Anybody want to go one time? I didn't want to go. Who's going to go one time at $1,250? We're going to watch the screen and see who's going to go $1,250 one time before we close this one out. Let me explain to people exactly how this one is going to close out. I am in a moment, and Seth, don't do it yet, but I'm going to put a 1-minute counter on this auction line. It is going to show up as a counter on your phone. Literally, you'll be able to look down at your phone. Once again, because of the latency, it only matters what's on your phone who our top bidder is. So Melissa Dunlap was in at $1,150. Madeline Shaw came in. Then Lisa Kleinberg got in at $1,200. Now Madeline Shaw is in at $1,300, right? So now $1,300 bid for this auction item right now. So it's been Lisa and Madeline and Melissa going back and forth over and over. So here's what we're going to do, because I want you guys to bid quick on this. We are going to put that 1-minute counter on this auction lot. So please understand that it's not about me closing this auction lot. But we had Catherine and Madeline and Lisa and Melissa going back and forth. You talk about the women power out there, right? All of our ladies doing great. And by the way, I have 3 ladies in the room with me right now who are all nodding their heads like, yeah, that's right, right? So all the ladies are going back and forth. So we had a top bid at $1,300. We're going to continue watching and see who our top bidder is on this auction package. It is 33 bottles of fine wines, including that 3-liter bottle that we talked about, donated by Alexander Zimmerman, right? The bids continue to work. I will tell you as well, and as soon as this video is that you're watching of all those bottles come up, I want to show you guys this package that you're going to get as well, because this comes with the bottles of wine that you're going to win in this auction lot. And on each page is a description and the rating and the vintage and the vineyard where it comes from, the region that it comes from. So this is included with this auction package. So they went out into all extents and efforts to put this together for you. So we're not going to just drop 33 bottles off for you. We're going to make sure that you have an opportunity to know every single bottle of wine that you will be winning as part of this auction lot. So what I will tell you is the auction lot is now open, now closed. So Seth, if you can take me to that page where I can see, because I want to call out some of these bidders as they came in at the last minute. Let's leave it right there. That's our final bids, right? We had Melissa Dunlop, we talked about at $1,150. Lisa Kleinberg came back at $1,200. Madeline Shaw at $1,300. Lisa Kleinberg at $1,350. And then Madeline said, enough with this, right? Let's just close this out. And we did just that. Our top bidder Madeline Shaw with a bid of $1,500. We are. All right, that was a lot of fun to do that live auction lot here virtually for the Florida Center. Now, as we go into the next part of our program, before we do, I want to acknowledge one very special lady. We mentioned Alexander Zimmerman a moment ago and how she coordinated the donation of that 3-liter bottle of wine that was in that auction lot. But Alexander is the daughter of Sylvia Zimmerman. And for years, Sylvia was not only such a huge supporter of the Florida Center, but she was also such a huge supporter of this event specifically. She put her heart and soul into this event every year. And she passed away a few months ago, and we certainly want to recognize and thank her for everything that she has done and the legacy that she has left with her commitment to making sure that this organization continues to thrive. So to Sylvia's family, we're certainly thinking about you, we're praying for you, but Sylvia certainly left her mark on this organization. So thank you to her for all those time and effort that she put in. And it's a great segue into this next part of the program, which we do call the Bid from the Heart. And in the Bid from the Heart, it's the part of the program where you're not going to get wine bottles. You're not going to get a silent auction package like going to see the Great Apes or an autographed puck. You're going to get the feeling of knowing that you gave from the bottom of your heart directly to our mission. And that's why we call it the Bid from the Heart. But it's not for me to tell you about our mission. It's really for you to see it firsthand, for you to meet specifically one of our youngsters who's having his life change because he comes to this facility. And you'll see it's multi-generational at this point because his mom is very involved as well. But most importantly, we want to take a moment to introduce you to 3-year-old Justin.
Gigi Gillis, and my son Justin, he's a 3-year-old that attends the Starfish Academy, and as my only child, he is my entire world. In 2017, I was offered a position with the Florida Center that came with the perfect bonus, being able to have my 3-month-old close to me. But I never thought that this place, this amazing agency, would actually change our lives the way it did. As time passed, I know that, Justin didn't grow until about 8 months, and he didn't start walking until 14 months. The teachers at the Starfish Academy who are trained, that they actually pulled me aside and they said, we think he needs an evaluation. Earlier this year, Jackson was diagnosed with a mild autism. You have that minute that you feel broken because when you have your kids are perfect. But you know what? I had a moment, I grieved it, and I got back up. With the collaboration with the teachers and the Florida Center, my son is doing amazing. There are words. He's a happy kid, and our lives have been changed forever. The Starfish Academy has taught us so much about early intervention and the importance of it. And because of that, it's because Justin is able to go to kindergarten and is able to dream and us have our parents' dreams come true. Because we didn't know, and we have so many resources in this place that we never feel alone. We know where we have to go, we know what we have to do, and we are equipped now to be even better parents because of it. A year ago, I was only thinking if my son was going to be able to say, Mom, yes or no. And now I'm able, to go out with him and go grocery shopping, small things that we don't think about. And for us is an accomplishment. Now I can see a future for my son. Now I know that he can hold a job and go to school, go to college. So I feel that my mom's dreams will be accomplished.
names. Gigi and Justin. That is our mission. We could have picked one of thousands of stories to share with you. Florida Center touches more than 3,000 young people and families every year. They talk about ages 6 weeks to 5th grade, but you hear stories of before 6 weeks old, there's oftentimes needs and necessities that this organization is willing and able to help impact them. They've been doing it for 41 years, and they plan on doing it for 41 more and 41 more after that. But it really comes down to moments like this. It really comes down to the bid from the heart, a part of the program where I'm going to call out some dollar amounts. And as I call out those dollar amounts, we hope you'll pull out your device. And on your device across the top, you'll see where it says donation. And you make that donation and that contribution that will go towards our bid from the heart goal. Our goal this evening is over the next 7 or 8 minutes to raise $25,000. It's a big number, but I believe that those of you watching here this evening, you can help us get there. So as I mentioned, we'll start with some numbers a little bit high and then work our way down. The first number we're going to ask for is a donation of $15,000. At the $15,000 level, you will help fund the tuition. You can either look at it as 1.5 years for one student at the Starfish Academy, or somehow if we could make it 1.5 children, you could do it that way as well. But whatever it is, that's what a $15,000 donation gets. I will tell you that I got the screen in here, so for the next 7 or 8 minutes as we take those donations, as the donations come in, I will be able to thank the donors and acknowledge you all as you hit those buttons and make those contributions. If the dollar amount you want to give is not listed on the screen, up in the top right-hand corner, there's a button that says donate, and you can click on that and you can make any donation level that you want to. How about at the $10,000 level? At the $10,000 level, we talked about 1.5 years at the Starfish Academy. It is 1 full year at the $10,000 level. Are there $10,000 donors out there who are willing to hit that $10,000 button? We see the numbers are starting to grow, and we know that people are making donations, and we're going to thank as many of them as possible. But are there $10,000 donors out there who will make that contribution? We call these kind of gifts transformational gifts. Think about being able to pay for a full year of the Starfish Academy for one youngster. That's what a donation like this will do. I'm continuing to watch the donations. As I mentioned, we will acknowledge and call out as many of them as we can here this evening. But we're going to do our best. That one just go in. We just got a $10,000 donation. $10,000 donation. Mitchell and Dawn Epstein. We show their name on the screen now. I love the sparkles around their name. You talking about getting close to our $25,000 goal just like that at $10,000. Who's with the Epsteins? I will tell you at a lot of events that I'm a part of, you may have a donor who comes up and says, I'll give $10,000 if someone out there will join me. It's a match. I'll only give my $10,000 if I get someone to join me. The Epsteins don't do that. They believe in the mission of this organization to the tune of $10,000, and they say, who's with us? Who will follow our lead? Are there other $10,000 donors out there? We're going to keep watching the screen and keep seeing any other donations as they come in. The next donation level that we're going to call is the $5,000 donation level. At the $5,000 donation level, you will help young children with the developmental delays to get the critical therapies they need. Think about those children as young as 6 weeks who come in. They're the ones who are most impacted by donations like the ones that you're able to make right now. So I look for other $5,000 donors. Who's able to put their finger on the button on their bidding device, your phone, your tablet, whatever it may be? We're going to keep watching it here. And I see a $5,000 donation just came in from Cecil Pruitt. Cecil Pruitt has given that donation. So Cecil, thank you so much. We know how much you cared about Sylvia Zimmerman. That donation came in her memory. So thank you to Cecil for making that donation. Who else is the $5,000 level? Who else will help us get to that $25,000 goal? I see other comments coming in on the screen there, and I would love to see everybody commenting here. Anybody else at the $5,000 level? Other donations have came in, but we're going to call some of those levels at a different time. I first want to make sure that we acknowledge all the 5,000s if there's any other 5,000s coming in. Our total now is at 16,100, but we got some more work to do. We called the $10,000 level. We called the $5,000 level. Now I'll ask for $2,500. At the $2,500 level, you'll be able to help fund something like a full evaluation to determine if a child is struggling with that FASD that we talked about earlier, and determine a treatment plan to help. Fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. Think about that just to find out if we need the services. Costs upwards of $2,500. So who's going to help us get over that $18,000 mark, almost to $19,000? Who's going to help us out? Is there a $2,500 donor out there? We do have it. Joanna Pace is in at $2,500. How about a round of applause for Joanna, right? I need you to keep that bell closer to you. But we're about to get a lot of donations. I don't need you lunging to get the bell every time we want to celebrate. Because we have that one. We also have $2,500 from the Swift Family Foundation. The Swift Family Foundation at $2,500. And we just talked about Joanna Pace was a $2,500 donor. Thank you, Joanna. You are making a difference here. Anyone else before we move on? We've called that 10,000 level. We called the $5,000 level. We called 2,500. We've had donors at each one of these levels. Please join with them who are already giving. I see Carrie making the comment there on the screen. This is so exciting. We know that and we love that. We want to see it. Those donations continue to come in. Anyone else at $2,500 or above? Where are my donors at $1,000? At $1,000, we'll do two things. Number one, your accountant will thank us. It's a nice round even number with lots of zeros, right? Your accountant can run it all right through. But at the $1,000 level, you're going to allow a child of low income to receive 10 additional therapy sessions to help with speech delays, sensory processing issues, and other developmental challenges. 10 extra sessions. Folks, we're creeping towards that $25,000 goal, but we need your help to do it. Who's in at $1,000? Is there a $1,000 donor out there who's willing to hit that button? I'm looking at it here on my phone, and I know you guys had it there, whether it's on your computer, your laptop, whatever it may be. We got it. John and Rita Steele are in at $1,000. How about that, right? Thank you to Steele at $1,000. Folks, the donations are rolling in. I will want to check, Seth, were there another one at 1,000 early on, or was there none of that level? Can we scroll to the bottom of this list? No? Okay. And was there one other one that we wanted to acknowledge at this point or no? Okay, we're hoping it's going to come in, or we'll see it coming. Oh, there it is right there. Marcia DeWitt is in at $1,000. How about that, Marcia? Devitt, excuse me, Marcia Devitt, thank you for your $1,000. Melissa Dunlap is a $1,000. Right, keep those $1,000 donations coming, folks. I will tell you the $25,000 goal. Don't get too excited. We're not going to celebrate too much when we reach that goal because we are going to reach it. We're going to celebrate when we're all done with this, I promise. Anyone else at the $1,000 level? Who can I get to press that button? Allow us to celebrate some more here in the studio. I see the comments going on there, no doubt. Thanks to the Devitt family there as well, the $1,000 donation from Marcia. Anyone else at 1,000? We want to acknowledge, we want to thank you. Anyone else at 1,000 before we move on? Understand that if you make that $1,000 donation now, you get us over that $25,000, right? Is there anyone at 1,000 before we move on to the next level? Where are my $500 donors? At the $500 level, you're going to provide therapeutic toys and equipment for children with disabilities who attend Starfish Academy Preschool. $500 gives them those necessary tools. They call them toys, we call them tools. Where are my $500 donors? Are there donors at $500 that'll help us get over that $25,000 level? We're going to watch the screens here. Marcia Devitt is still our last donor at 1,000. Are there donors at 500 who will springboard us over that total? We're going to wait and we're going to see who it's going to be. Because I believe there are people at home, there are people at their office, wherever you're watching our program from, who are ready to tap that button and ready to get those donations to come in. Anyone else at 500 before we move on? We're going to keep watching these screens because I believe there are people there. We believe there are people ready to make these donations. We do have another one here. Helene Runtag is in at $500. Eddie Perez, is it Ruberte? Eddie Ruberte is in. Eddie gave $500 in addition to the almost $2,500 that he raised as part of the Achieve 100. So Eddie, thank you so much for that one there. And what Eddie's donation did, and we're not going to celebrate too much now, but we're over that $25,000 mark that we talked about in only 19 donations. Were there any others at 500 that had come in early that we want to make sure we acknowledge? I don't know, Seth, if we can scroll up to the bottom. I want to make sure that we didn't miss any at the $500 level.
Helene's was in honor of Sylvia.
Helene's donation, this is important, was in honor of Sylvia, who we talked about earlier, who passed recently this year. Sylvia Zimmerman, a donation made in her honor. So thank you so much for that. So I want to look at some of these donations and see if there were any at 500. I know there were some at 250, and we'll mention those later. But go ahead and keep scrolling down for me now. Or back up to the top. All right, so I think we got all those to this point. So we're over the $25,000 mark now. Are there any $250 donors out there? I do know that we had some come in at $250, and I know, Seth, I'm going to make you scroll to the bottom again now because I want to call out some of those $250 donors that we had. So at $250 earlier on in the program, we had, I'm going to do my best on this one, but I believe it's Nakunj Shaw is a $250 donor. Thank you at $250. Is there any others at $250 that had come in? I know there's lots of hundreds and 25. There's one right there. Nancy Krongold is a $250 donor. Nancy, thank you so much. We'll keep scrolling here. I'm going to keep watching the screen here, make sure we don't miss anybody. Anybody else at $250? Are there $250 donors out there willing to hit that button, willing to make that difference, make that contribution? We have one more level that we're going to call. And at this level, we do have one prize. As much as we've been saying that you don't get anything during this Bid from the Heart part of the program except the feeling of knowing that you gave from the bottom of your heart, at this part of the program, at this level, we do have one prize. And that prize is a 2-night stay at the Aloft Hotel in downtown Sarasota. Everyone say, ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I got one versus two joining. Kristen, can you give me an ooh? Ooh. Thank you, right? It's a 2-night stay at the Aloft Hotel in downtown Sarasota. It also comes with a massage and a dinner for two at Carajulo's, right? So now you're thinking to yourself, Jason, how are you going to decide who's going to get this $100 prize? Well, it's very, very simple. I'm going to give it to the person who gives $100 last. All right? So I know some of you already gave $100. We're going to acknowledge you. We're going to thank you. But the last person to give $100 as part of our program is going to get this stay at the Aloft Hotel. 2 nights at the Aloft in downtown Sarasota, the certificate for the massage, and the dinner for two at Carajulo's. So if we scroll to the bottom for me, Seth, so I can see the donors that have donated $100 earlier on in the program. We want to acknowledge and thank them as well. So Amanda Stiff donated $100. So Amanda, thank you for that. We also had Kim Williams at $100. Thank you for that one right there. We had
Bonnie Favorite.
Bonnie Favorite. I love that last name, and I like your daughter. Is that who's it? Yeah, we like her as well. Anyone else at 100 as we keep scrolling down? Scott Carter is a $100 donor. Matt Watkins is a $100 donor. All these $100 donations, they were technically part of the game, but you have to be last to win. So if you go a little bit more to see if we've got any hundreds to this point as part of the game, there are my donors at 500 and 250. All right, so there's one. Timothy Gerhardt gave $150. Then Catherine Shea came in at $500. To win this game, it's $100 or above. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to put a counter on this game. You can donate as many times as you want. If you want the 2-night stay at the Aloft, the massage certificate, the dinner for two at Carajulo's, all you got to do is put in those $100 donations. So Melissa Dunlap is now my top donor. My last donor, that's right. She's in at $100. If we were to say closed right now, which we're not going to, she would get this for just her $100 donation. So Melissa Dunlap is in with that $100 donation. Our total so far is creeping up to $26,000. I'd love to see that. Who else at the $100 level before we close this game out? Understand how it's going to work is when we do put that $100, that 30-second counter on it, that 30-second counter is not going to show up on your bidding device in this game. We're keeping it here in the studio, and when we say the last donation has come in, the 30 seconds is over, we will announce our winner. So Melissa Dunlap is currently my winner of this package, but we will see who will try to outdo her and be my last $100 donor. So, Seth, if we can put that 30-second counter on this game, understand that it's not up to me to decide who our last donor is. It's up to you, and it's up to this clock we're keeping here in the studio. As soon as that clock hits 0, as soon as I'm told that this game is now over, we will ultimately shut it down. We will look up here at our screen, and we will see who has come in with our last donation of that $100 level. So, I know the names are scrolling on the screen. You can see some of them coming in. You see some of those donations. People want to win this prize. It's the 2-night stay at the Aloft. It's this massage. It is the dinner for two at Carajulo's. Folks, and all you have to do is a minimum of a $100 donation during the Bid from the Heart. So here's how it's going to work, right? I believe that we're all done. So here's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to look up here, and you know who really wanted to win this? Was Marcia Devitt. Did I get it right that time?
Yeah.
Because Marcia donated $1,000 and now another $100. So what I will tell you is, in addition to, yeah, but I think we're closing on. I think I'm gonna close it on Marcia because those came in after the time had already done. But I think the more important thing there, in addition to Marcia winning this prize, right, is I want you guys to look up there on the screen and see what we just did in the last 7 or 8 minutes. Is we just raised $27,325. Awesome! Thank you so much for all that you all have done for the Florida Center here this evening. And that Bid from the Heart is certainly such a huge part of the program. Please understand that if I didn't call your dollar amount, whether it's $25 or $25,000, this is the all call. At any point now that you want to put in any donation, you certainly can. If your dollar amount is not listed there, remember that donate button in the top right-hand corner of the screen will allow you to donate any level that you should so choose. Folks, what I would tell you is we're going to take some time now and announce the total money raised for the entire event, right? And we're still tabulating some of those results, and I'm going to wait and see that up on our screen. But while we get those totals ready to go, I've got a few more prizes to give away. The first prize is our door prize for being the most engaged viewer. And I don't mean you're about to get married. I mean you're chatting with us a lot in the chat sessions, right? So they were watching the chat sessions, chatting back and forth, and this winner is going to get another hotel stay. This one again at the Homewood Suites in Lakewood Ranch, and 2 meals at Der Dutchman. And that's going to go to Lillian Hillier Wilson. So Lillian, congratulations. Perfect. Thank you so much for that. So you won that prize again, just for being registered and just for chatting with us. I will also tell you that we have to announce our Key West opportunity drawing winner. So what they did for me here, and I've got this table in front of me. You all can't see my table here, but I got all these props here. And what they did for me is they gave me this top hat, right? And this top hat is full of all sorts of numbers, right? I'm going to randomly pick a number out of this hat. Once I announce what the number is, we will then cross-reference it with what order that person bought their Key West opportunity drawing tickets with. I will tell you, as I reach here in this hat, I can assure you, this drawing is being overseen by the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. All right? Thank you. Thank you. All right. So our winning number is number 17. So now I just need to know who bought the 17th Key West opportunity drawing tickets.
It was Amanda Stiff.
Amanda Stiff. Round of applause for Amanda. Congratulations, Amanda. Thank you so much. And Seth, as you're getting those totals ready for me, I want to announce the total money that we raised at this event in just a moment. Because as we get ready to wrap up the program, I will announce our total money raised. What we did there in the past 1 hour, and I say 1 hour because that's the program time, but understand how hard the organization worked to get those sponsorship dollars, the Achieve $100. And as much as anything, the thank you to all of you who supported with your ticket purchases and your sponsorship dollars. I'm going to do some quick math here in my head. What we've done to this point in this program is raised for the Florida Center for Early Childhood $94,000. Right? What an awesome program, and thank you so much. There's still opportunities to give. So please, whether it's through the Achieve 100 program, whether it's through making additional donations on your phone, we can certainly take those donations and take that support from you all out there watching. I will tell you, we want to thank Linda Larson and John Scalzi for putting together the amazing video that we showed you earlier on here in this program. We want to thank Michael and Terry Klauber for the wine tasting that you all did earlier on. Many of you were in that Zoom room, that private session for our sponsors and our ticket purchasers, so thank you for that. We want to also take a moment to thank Jonathan Cortez, who performed during our pre-show. He also performed our thank you message for our sponsor, and he's about to perform for many of you, once again, the sponsors and the ticket purchasers. If you have that Zoom link code, the same one that you went to for the wine tasting earlier on this evening, you go back there for the post-show, and Jonathan Cortez is going to put on one heck of a show for all of you. For everyone else, and for that group who's going to enjoy those tunes of Jonathan Cortez, my name is Jason Alford. I've loved being your MC and your auctioneer here tonight. Thank you for all you do for the Florida Center for Early Childhood. Have a great night, everybody. before he signs off?
Thank you, Seth. No,